Wake up.
Yeah?
Where's your homework?
My homework?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was due tomorrow.
Maybe if you weren't sleeping in my classes, you'd know.
I'm sorry, I'll bring it in. I promise, I'll bring it in tomorrow.
You better.
Hey. Yeah? Do you want to know how you can stay organized throughout the entire school year? Yeah? Do you see this? I am not organized at all. There's papers everywhere. All you have to do is go to Kylie's channel and watch her back to school organizational DIYs. They're really easy to make and they help you keep organized. They're really cute and really inexpensive. So definitely go watch that video and make these DIYs so that you can stay organized and turn in your homework on time. Maybe I will watch it. Thanks.
No talking. Get back to work.
Being organized. Is that even possible?
Hey, I said no talking.
DIY, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this really cute customizable chalkboard, which is super fun to make. So what you're going to need is a picture frame or some sort of glass. You're going to also need your chalkboard spray paint, of course, some white primer, and as well you're going to need some acrylic paint and a paintbrush. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is take your glass out of the picture frame and just set the other two pieces to the side until a little bit later. And what I did was I took a 97-cent white primer, really cheap and inexpensive, and just spray painted a really thin coat onto my glass. This is just going to help the chalkboard spray paint stick to the glass a little bit better, and it's going to make it smoother in the end. You don't have to do this, but I think that it definitely helps a little bit, and it was only 97 cents. Next, what I did is I took my chalkboard spray paint and sprayed 2 even coats onto the white primer that was all dried onto my glass, and then I set that to the side to dry. Picture frame was only 25 cents that I got from like a garage sale or something, which was super inexpensive. So this isn't really expensive to make. So I spray painted the actual picture frame, and then I took my blue acrylic paint, what I got for 50 cents, and then I just took my paintbrush, which I had lying around my house, and just painted all of my picture frame sides, and then I let that dry, and I made a little chalk box. So this is like a little additional DIY basically. What you're going to need is a box, some tape, scissors, and also some decorative tape as well. Wow, I'm talking a lot. So what you're going to need to do is take your empty box. I'm using a granola box, and you're just going to want to cut the pieces up until you have a nice little box. And then what I did is I took my Scotch masking tape that is super pretty. I am literally obsessed. I put this on like everything, and I just covered that with the box, and it looks so cute and pretty once it was done. And then once that was dry, I just put my frame back together, and then I made a little chalk label and just hot glued that to my chalk box. And then once everything was dry, everything was done, I put a nail in the wall and hung up my chalkboard. And then I took my chalk box and hung that up with a little tack in the back of the box. Next, I took my Crazy Art white chalk and my Crazy Art color chalk, which I got for 47 cents a piece. I filled my little chalk box up with the little chalks, and then you are finished with your chalkboard and your chalk box. I think this is super easy. You can just look at this, write things down you need to know to stay organized, and it will help you a lot. So for the second DIY, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this corkboard organizer, which is super cute. What you're going to need is some type of shoebox top, a corkboard sheet, a razor, very sharp scissors, some decorative tape. I use masking tape and duct tape. You're going to also need some pieces of cardboard and also some markers, and then spray paint is optional, and a glue gun and hot glue. So what I did is I took my cardboard and I just cut little equal pieces, and then I took my hot glue and just made a little box with all of those 4 pieces, and it was actually really strong because it was a little bit thicker than normal cardboard. And then I'm just taking like thin cardboard to make the little bottom so that nothing will fall out when I put like pencils or whatever I put in it. And then I'm taking my masking tape and alternating the 2 that I got, which I thought was super cute. I love the colors, and I'm like obsessed with all of this stuff. I've been putting it on like everything, so it's really cute. And then I also made another little box, just a little bit smaller with a different design. And for this one I used my duct tape as well, and this one was a little bit thinner. So then my lighting changed, sorry about that. I took white duct tape and covered my box in that, and then I took a Sharpie and I traced my box onto my corkboard and used my razor and my scissors. The razor was so much easier to use. Just be very, very careful because these things can be really sharp. So I just cut that to fit its size. I kept cutting it to make sure that it fit. And then I took hot glue. The clip got deleted or something, but I took hot glue and I hot glued the whole back of the corkboard, and I just glued it into the top of my little box. And I left a little bit at the bottom so that I could fit my boxes in. And then I took some hot glue onto the back of my boxes and then glued them to my box as well. And I also glued the little box that I made to the right side of the big box. So the next thing I'm going to be showing you guys how to make are these really easy DIY tacks. What you're going to need is tacks, some glass bubbles, nail polish, and a hot glue gun. So the first thing that you want to do is flip over your glass bubbles. These are like really inexpensive. They're like $1 at the dollar store. And I just have these laying around my house, so I thought I would use something, and I painted them all with nail polish and let them dry. And then I took my hot glue and hot glued the bottom of the tacks and stuck them to the bottom of the glass bubbles, and then let that dry, and you are all done. So then I put a tack in my wall next to my vanity and put a little hole at the top of my box and stuck that right on top of the organizer. And then I also put a little bit of tape on the bottom of the back. And then I filled mine up with makeup because mine was next to my vanity, and I put it somewhere where I'll see it every single day and I will have to look at it. So that's why we did the little corkboard on the top, so that you can put reminders to help you stay organized. Like I put back to school soon, so I have to get back to like my sleeping routine so that I won't be so tired during school, and uploading day, and anything that you really want to. So then you're finished and it is all complete with your DIYs. I hope you guys enjoyed my 2 back-to-school organizational DIYs. The little skit that I did in the beginning part was super fun to film, but I messed it up a little bit, and I said, like, go to Kylie's channel and watch her video. Like, you're already on the video. So I sort of messed that up, but it was my first time ever doing a skit, so I hope it wasn't too bad. I just wanted to put it in there because I thought it was funny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to stop rambling now. And also, one more thing, I'm sort of punching myself in the face for this because I am so behind on back to school videos. I should have started them way earlier, and I'm going back to school in like 2 weeks. Alright, I'm leaving. Peace.